Welcome to My Hometown, the program that explores clubs, organizations, businesses, and issues across Nassau and Suffolk counties and sheds light on the different towns that are making a difference.
Hello and welcome to My Hometown. I'm Bill Horan, along with my co-host, Stacy Raine.
Bill, today we're going to learn about a nonprofit organization from right here in Nassau County that helps women fighting cancer feel beautiful again. They do this through creating a 6-product, 6-minute beauty routine that is not too physically demanding and can help restore self-confidence and a sense of personal beauty.
That's right, Stacy. The organization is called the Basic 6, Inc., and our guest today is June Bleich, their president and founding board member, to tell us all about this wonderful organization. June, welcome to My Hometown on the voice of Nassau Community College.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
June, tell us a little bit about yourself to begin.
Well, I'm married for over 50 years. I have 2 grown children, and I have a very special bilingual therapy dog who is part of the Basic 6. She understands both English and Spanish, and she's been a part of this organization from the onset. And for many years, I was involved with a beauty program sponsored by the American Cancer Society. So the Basic 6 is my answer to beauty.
Is there anyone in your family or yourself that has a connection to the cancer?
Yeah, my daughter, who is 45, was diagnosed in July with stage 1 breast cancer.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
That is tough.
But it only teaches everybody, please get their yearly mammograms. That's how it was caught.
Right. Yeah, so important. So tell us about the name. What does the Basic 6 mean?
The Basic 6, very simply, is 6 steps, 6 minutes, 6 inexpensive products. And every woman with every type of cancer going through treatment can do their makeover that easily. It's not tedious, it's not expensive, and the loss that you are incurring can be taken away in that quick a period of time.
Now, these 6 products, now I'm talking, from the men's view, we talked about them earlier. What are they, and does it really only take 6 minutes?
Actually, we can do it in 4 minutes, but the Basic 4 didn't sound right.
Okay.
So we stretched it out to 6, and the 6 products are very simply your tinted moisturizer or foundation, the how to reapply your brows, which is a technique that most women find very difficult, but we teach it in 45 seconds.
Wow.
Camouflaging the loss of lashes with a liner, blush, lipstick, and a head covering.
I see.
And there we go.
Yeah, and to let our listeners know, as they're thinking about this, eyebrows and eyelashes they're often lost in cancer treatment.
Yes.
So this is why that's a big part of the program,
yes.
right?
Yeah.
And then what happens in a session? So when someone calls you, they make an appointment. Tell us where they go, what you do, what happens with them.
My business partner, has a salon in Locust Valley, and we hold sessions there. There are sessions that are held in English, sessions in Spanish. And everybody comes, brings their makeup if they like, or we can show them what products we use. And if they care to buy them, they can purchase them for a very minimal fee. Not at the salon, but you just can go to a local drugstore and purchase the products.
So it's not super expensive products that you're recommending?
Very inexpensive. Very inexpensive.
Making it accessible to most women. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
because cancer treatment goes by very quickly, and women shouldn't forget that.
June, we know about hair loss. We see that in commercials and Friends, et cetera, as a side effect of chemo cancer treatments. But why the makeup? A lot of us might think, gee, that's the last thing you should worry about. This is a serious, but I'm sure there's very good reasons. So tell us.
Bill, when you when you go through cancer treatment, your complexion changes radically. And it's a grayish hue. Chemotherapy will take the life out of your complexion. So a little makeup, a little lipstick, and putting on a brow changes a whole face. Just think about the Mona Lisa. The Mona Lisa, there has always been questions whether the Mona Lisa had eyebrows.
I did not know that.
And amazingly enough, it was found only a few years ago that she did. But if you check her face, it is void of something, and it's the eyebrows. It's not a full brow.
I never thought of that. Now, every time I see the Mona Lisa, I'm going to think of you, and then I'm going to be checking.
Oh, my goodness.
And I'm going to be looking at another picture. Do they have? I'm going to look at Stacy. Stacy has eyebrows. Okay, you have. Okay.
We're going to walk up so close to the Mona Lisa. We'll have to take a trip to see it.
Field trip, yes.
We'll go
That's a
so
good
close
reason.
and be checking it out. All right. So, who's doing this work? Do you have volunteers from salons? Like, who's helping all these women?
Well, we have licensed cosmetologists, and they are licensed, and they have been trained specifically in makeup application for women during cancer treatment.
Okay.
And we are now certifying volunteers to do the program. But in order to go through our program, they must have a license already. You can't just say, I'd like to do this and volunteer. You have to be a licensed cosmetologist.
Okay. So your only volunteers are licensed cosmetologists?
You must be licensed to be a volunteer.
Okay.
Yes.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
I'm also curious, how do people hear about you? How are they finding you?
Well, we have been in Newsday. We've been on Channel 12. We've been on WABC. We are now on your fabulous radio station. We're gaining momentum.
Yeah.
Which I'm thrilled. I'm not thrilled that so many women need our service, but
Right.
I'm thrilled we're gaining momentum.
Because you're a new organization.
Very new.
Yeah.
Very new.
And you have a website that people can visit.
We have a website, and just connect with the website, and we'll get back to you immediately.
Yeah, I'm wondering if people are Googling this and finding you and saying, oh, this is what I need.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
June, what is the website? Just
It's the Basic Six.
Oh, just the Basic Six? Okay, easy
Yes.
enough to remember.
Yes.
Is there a fee for someone? Now, maybe someone's a little hesitant because of that.
Everything is free.
Oh, we love that word.
Yeah,
lovely.
everything is free. What we're trying to do now is gain access to wigs for women at no cost. Wigs can be very expensive. We are making some headway with that, but we can teach different head coverings as well. Not every woman wants to wear a wig. Not everyone wants to wear a head covering. Some women just want to be as they are, which is great.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
And whatever they're most comfortable.
Absolutely.
And how do your costs get covered? Because obviously there's time, place,
Thank
products.
you, Bill, for asking that. Donations.
Yeah.
It was expensive to set up the Basic Six, but this is very important to me and to my board members. So right now we are planning a fundraiser for September.
Okay.
And every not-for-profit needs donations. So that's the priority right now.
Well, today you're our priority, so we want to get people. If people have that
thank
urge
you.
to donate today,
Thank you.
come out to the Basic Six.
Thank
and six is spelled out, SIX, correct?
That's correct.
So easy enough to remember
Yes,
that. You said
yes.
there's a website they can go to.
Yes.
And if you have extra money burning a hole in your pocket, or you're just in that good mood, you want to donate, or maybe there's someone in your family suffering from this illness that you could take part in and help others. This would be wonderful, and you're going to learn more about it today as we continue talking to June.
Thank you.
I'm curious if there's, if you have a cost per person you help that people could know about, and possibly they say, well, I can help just one person. What would that be?
That is a fabulous question because we have been asked that, and I have not put that together.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what the cost would be per person.
But it's coming because you're a new organization. So you've been doing all the setup of the organization and getting all things together. So the exciting part is we're at that point in your nonprofit where you're really just taking off, which is so important for all these women. Where you said the sessions are offered in one location?
We're in one location now in Locust Valley. The name of the salon is Morel, Morel, and again, this is all on the website. In addition, we have joined forces with the Millneck School for the Deaf. We are offering our services to the children and teens there. Because we have a bilingual therapy dog, the children have fallen in love with her. So she goes to play with the children, but the teens are going to be learning easy makeup application so they can look natural. We are not a Kim Kardashian makeup application.
Gotcha.
It's got to be natural and easy.
Yeah. I want to remind our listeners that you are listening to My Hometown on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. My name is Stacy Raine, here with Bill Horan, and we're learning about the Basic Six, Inc., a nonprofit organization from here in Nassau County that helps women fighting cancer feel beautiful again. They do this through creating a 6-product, 6-minute beauty routine that is not too physically demanding and can help restore self-confidence and a sense of personal beauty. Our guest is June Bleich, their president and founding board member.
June, going through this and working with people, you're educating us because obviously most of us, we don't want to say it if we see someone going through a tough time and we don't want to bring it up. We feel a little awkward. Can you tell us what are some of the aspects that people have a concern with when they're going through a traumatic experience like this, the women who come to see you?
Specify exactly.
Well, you take care of their physical appearance.
Yes.
But they must be going through a lot that comes out. What do they say? That people talk to the bartenders and the hairdressers and the barbers all the time. So you must have, obviously, dealing with so many of these people, experience things that most of us wouldn't and would probably stay away from thinking we're going to upset them or maybe stay away from a negative subject.
Right.
So can you educate us a little bit about that?
Sure. Most women do not want to admit that they're concerned about their beauty during cancer treatment. And they're almost ashamed because they feel that their only concern should be their health and survival. But they want to continue their life. They want to live as normally as they did before. And cancer treatments now, the goal is to have women feel as good as they can feel. And they're working and they're going about their business. And they don't want to be seen as a cancer patient. They want to be seen as who they are. And that's what we do. They are seen as who they are.
And that role of self-esteem, just talk about that a little bit, because we seem to forget that or put that aside. Well, don't worry, you're sick now. You take care of that first.
That's right.
But that's a very big part of any cure, right?
It's huge. Just think when you, well, maybe not you, Bill, but maybe Stacy, when you get up in the morning and you take a look in the mirror and you go, wow, okay, just a little lipstick can change the whole morning.
Yeah, you're right. That part's not for me. You're right.
And just waking up and seeing that there's no hair can be devastating every day. And we just show and teach how that does not have to happen every day.
And I know if I do even something small around the house that gives me self-esteem, if I fix just the smallest thing that a little kid could fix, but I did it, I feel good about it. I do feel better about myself.
Of course.
I walk differently. I talk and of course, if it's the opposite way, that some minor thing is trapping me and I just can't fix it or repair it, I feel down and blah for a while till I come up with a solution.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think that's a very big part we probably all skip over or forget about.
Yeah.
We have Dr. Lyle Leipziger is the chief of plastic surgery at North Shore Hospital and Long Island Jewish Hospital. Mm-hmm. And it is very important to him to get out to the media the importance of beauty during cancer treatment. Mm-hmm. And not plastic surgery beauty, but inner beauty, that a woman does not lose herself during cancer.
Yeah.
She feels as though she does, but she shouldn't.
I know there's mornings where I feel like I'm not looking my best, and I get very thankful for makeup. And I just think if I were to lose my eyebrows or my eyelashes, I wouldn't really have a clue what to do about that. I mean, it would be something that would affect me greatly. So I think this program is just such a nice benefit for women who are, going through something that's just really scary and terrible. What a service. And especially it's free, which is just amazing to me.
That's why we need donations.
Yeah. That's why we're here, right?
Yeah.
So let's talk about language. You've mentioned it a couple of times. So is this program, can it be offered in both Spanish and English?
It is. It's offered in English and Spanish. My business partner, George Hernandez, he conducts the program in Spanish.
Nice.
And my therapy dog, Molly, who was trained by a man who was born in Colombia. So she follows all commands in both English and Spanish. And I really think she's most comfortable in Spanish. She's a big part of the comfort level of the program because having a dog, once a dog whips through a room, wagging her tail, engaging, the tension is gone. You're just looking and wanting to play with her. And for a number of years, she was the bilingual therapy dog for Covenant House in Manhattan and in the Bronx. And then the pandemic hit and life as we knew ended for quite a number of years. Mm-hmm. But she's with us now.
Now, June, if someone is hearing this and you mentioned donations, but let's just talk, someone out there, we have so many good people on Long Island, college students, high school students, retirees, just people who want to help someone else and maybe they don't know where to put their talents. Can you tell us, can you use physical volunteers, people who maybe do the artwork or the promotion or...
I would love... Thank you for asking that, Bill.
I'm good at questions.
Why we keep you around.
I would love having volunteers to help out. Mm-hmm. You wake up, you get to the computer, it's 7:00 in the morning, you turn around, it's 5:00, and you say, what did I do? It looks like nothing. So, my God, I would love to have young people, as you said, college students, teenagers, whoever, because thank God we're expanding now. Mm-hmm. So I could use an extra set of anything.
Now, and let me also ask a male question, and I mean this sincerely. Can men, and do they volunteer, or is this something the women are more comfortable with other women, so that would be a little out of balance for the men?
Our cosmetologists right now are men.
Oh, they are?
Yes.
Wow, cool.
Oh, okay.
Yes, they're men.
So if a male wants to volunteer or feels, he could just ask you and you could find a section where he could do something.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Everyone's affected by cancer, huh?
Yeah, everybody.
Tell us, if, for people who don't know, what does a cosmetologist do?
Well, a licensed cosmetologist, I believe, don't quote me on this because this is the expertise of my partner, but a licensed cosmetologist are your hairstylists. Mm-hmm. I don't want to misquote, but I do not think that the makeup artists at be it Sephora or Blue Mercury or department stores, I do not think they're required to be licensed cosmetologists.
Mm-hmm.
I do not think. I don't want to be quoted on this, but we are sticklers for having a license. We're working with very special women who have very special needs, and we've got to be very careful.
And I can see the care that you take for them just in that one statement. I love that. I'm going to remind our listeners that you're listening to My Hometown on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. I'm Stacy Raine here with Bill Horan, and we're learning about the Basic Six, Inc., a nonprofit organization from right here in Nassau County that helps women fighting cancer feel beautiful again. They do this through creating a 6-product, 6-minute beauty routine that is not too physically demanding and can help restore self-confidence and a sense of personal beauty. Our guest is June Bleich, their president and founding board member.
June, let me ask you, and maybe you answer this in another question, but someone might be tuning in. Someone comes to you. Is this a one-session type of visit, or do they come back, I'm going to say every 3 weeks, every month, maybe every other day?
They can come back as often as they like.
Oh, they can. And again, you mentioned that magic word, free, right?
Absolutely free.
Free.
Absolutely. If and again, if they just want to call us or email us if they have a question, I didn't quite understand how the 3 points of the eyebrow, but we're right here. We are right here. So you can come back as often as you want, have fun. Absolutely.
And I guess it's a little break, too, in the boredom. They have other people they can share their stories with. And this is making them feel better, more self-esteem.
Exactly. A lot of friends are made at a session.
Tell us about some of those women who have come in for a session. What do they say to you when it's over and they're heading out and feeling a little bit more, beautiful?
Stacy, every session when it's complete, I say, by the grace of God, go I. Mm-hmm. These are powerful, strong, determined women who want to do everything every day that they did before.
Yeah.
And when they come in, you can feel the tension. You can feel the sadness. And once the session starts, and once the foundation goes on the face, and once George starts making jokes about eyebrows, then the conversation starts and the phone numbers are exchanged. Mm. It's wonderful. It is wonderful to see. Every woman has received a cancer diagnosis out of nowhere. Mm-hmm. One day they were fine, and the next day they find out they have cancer.
Right.
It is scary and it's overwhelming. And what we're trying to do is reach the patient at the point of diagnosis. Not weeks later, but at that point, so we can tell them what to do. We can tell them what to do about their hair, because they don't know. They're frazzled. They've gotten a diagnosis. What do I do?
Right.
We can help direct.
June, we usually hold this till the end of the show, but this is such an important topic, and the work you're doing is so great. I want to give a shout out to our audience and say, if someone is out there, it could be high school students, college, and you said male or female, that's
yes.
perfectly okay.
Yes.
And I'm going to extend it if I hit any group that's incorrect, but maybe even retirees, someone
yes.
between jobs who is looking for maybe more meaning in their own life to do good and to help someone.
Yes.
These are great opportunities.
Thank you.
And this is a Long Island service. I think you said you're right here in Locust Valley, right?
Yes.
So if you want to tell us right now, if someone is out there, and maybe if you're looking for either a graphic artist or a computer specialist, or just someone who gets the work. You're shaking your head. Yes, yeah. Wow. Anything like that, if there's someone special, maybe you're the calling card today to someone who says, oh, wait, she literally called me over the radio and said, this is what we need.
Absolutely.
Someone in advertising, fundraising, business development. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So any special one that you want to reach out to?
across the board, Bill.
Okay.
Just please.
If you're an accountant, business development, anything.
I'm glad you bring that up, Bill, because something that people can maybe don't see when it comes to nonprofit management, something I learned in my years of working in nonprofits is there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that's not just the program piece and the people who are executing the programs like the Basic Six, but it's all the admin work to just keep it running. It's a business, and businesses take paperwork, right? It's the social media management. It's the fundraisers that write the letters and call the donors, and it's the accountants. There are so many people that go into making lawyers. Yeah, there are so many people behind the scenes when it comes to nonprofits. They may not be on the front lines executing the programs, but those are the kind of the volunteers that you could use as well, right?
Absolutely.
Wonderful.
Absolutely.
June, what are some of the other organizations you work with that maybe people aren't even aware of, if you want to give them a shout out to now?
Sure. We will be doing a Day of Beauty at the Red Door community, and this is not to confuse it. Everybody confuses it with the Red Door Spa, which is no longer in existence. But the Red Door community used to be Gilda's club, and Gilda Radner was a comedian in Saturday Night Live, and this not-for-profit was founded in her honor. We will be there in April doing a Day of Beauty for their women, which is going to be fabulous. We as well are volunteering, as I said before, with the Millneck School for the Deaf. And we are hoping to work with some of the hospital systems on Long Island.
Definitely.
And again, we want our audience to remember the title is The Basic Six spelled out SIX,
Yes.
INC, Inc.
Yes.
It's a nonprofit organization.
Yes.
And if you know anybody, you can recommend it. And I would say write this down because probably all of us are going to come across somebody who's going to need this, sadly, and you'll have this information and do a lot of good for them.
Thank you.
June, we want to thank you for being here today and remind our audience our guest has been June Bleich. She is the president and founding board member of the Basic Six, Inc. Thanks so much for being with us today.
Thank you. Thank you, Stacy. Thank you, Bill.
I'm Bill Horan. I'm here with Stacy Raine. We want to thank you for listening to this week's episode of My Hometown.
We like to get your feedback on My Hometown. Send your comments to WHPC at ncc.edu. Nassau Community College, where success starts and continues. Till next time, this is Bill St. James. And remember, there's no town like your hometown.